Under the heavy pressure of life, people often seek various ways to relieve their tense nerves and release their inner anxiety. Masturbation, a private behavior, is sometimes regarded as a way to relieve stress. So is masturbation a feasible way to relieve stress? From a physiological point of view, masturbation can indeed bring a certain degree of relaxation. During masturbation, the body releases neurotransmitters such as dopamine and endorphins. Dopamine can bring pleasure and satisfaction, while endorphins have a similar effect as natural painkillers, which can help the body relax and relieve tension. For some people in a busy and high-pressure life, this short-term pleasure and relaxation obtained through masturbation seems to have found a small safe haven for the body and mind. For example, after facing heavy work tasks for a long time, appropriate masturbation may relieve tense nerves for a moment and make people feel more relaxed. However, masturbation to relieve stress is not without disadvantages. Over-reliance on masturbation to relieve stress may bring a series of negative consequences. First of all, frequent masturbation may cause physical fatigue and mental depression. Excessive sexual stimulation consumes a lot of energy and nutrients in the body, making people feel powerless in daily activities and unable to concentrate, which in turn affects work efficiency and academic performance. In the long run, it may also cause some reproductive system diseases, such as prostatitis. When the prostate is frequently congested, it is easy to breed bacteria, cause inflammation, and cause discomfort. Symptoms such as frequent urination, urgency, and pain during urination, which will not only increase the burden on the body, but also further affect mental health. From a psychological perspective, using masturbation as the main way to relieve stress may cause psychological dependence. When people are used to getting pleasure and relaxation through this simple way, they may ignore other more positive and healthy ways to cope with stress. Moreover, in some cultural and moral concepts, masturbation may be given a negative color which will make masturbators feel a strong sense of shame and guilt. This psychological burden will further increase inner anxiety and pressure, forming a vicious circle. For example, some people will fall into deep self-blame and regret after masturbation, causing psychological pressure to increase instead of decrease. So, is it feasible to relieve stress through masturbation? The answer is not absolute. Moderate and reasonable masturbation can be used as a supplementary way to relieve stress to a certain extent, but it should never be the main means. The key is to grasp the degree. Everyone's physical condition and mental state are different, and the appropriate frequency varies from person to person. But the general principle is not to affect normal life, work, and study, and will not cause physical and psychological discomfort. More importantly, we should actively seek other healthier and more sustainable ways to relieve stress. Exercise is an excellent way. Aerobic exercises such as running, yoga, and swimming can promote the body to secrete endorphins, which can bring about a lasting and beneficial relaxation effect. Cultivating hobbies, such as painting, music, and reading, can also divert attention, immerse people in pleasant activities, and forget about stress. In addition, talking and communicating with relatives and friends, sharing inner troubles, and getting emotional support can also help relieve stress. Masturbation can relieve stress to a certain extent, but it is like a double-edged sword. Improper use will bring many problems. We need to look at it with a scientific and rational attitude, use it as an auxiliary means to relieve stress, and actively explore and adopt healthier and more comprehensive ways to deal with stress in life and maintain physical and mental balance and health.